this is a DC anime review. This is Christina speaking, along with Punja and Doreen, and we're discussing season 4, episode 13.
And
Hello,
what an
everybody.
episode this was.
It was.
It tugged at my heartstrings. God damn! No, I was getting teary-eyed.
Yeah, it gets you there, like really teary. And actually, what I said earlier about Gabby having this regret,
Yeah, this is the episode.
this is it. This is definitely the episode about Gabby realizing what she had done, and I think that she found it in the hardest way.
Yeah.
And it was a shocking, like, well, when Niccolo found out, because Gabby couldn't stop blabbing about it. Like,
I
she
know.
was so proud of
what
like,
Marley
what
had,
she did.
what Marley taught them. You know what Marley taught her. Like, oh, you know, the people on the island, they're devils, they're the evil people. She was so proud of.
Exactly.
and that's what it is. She's been so raised to have, like, when you kill someone or something, like your enemy, you feel so proud about it, but you don't realize, like Gabby doesn't realize what she just really did, and because she was telling to a fellow Marley, she thought that this Marley gonna be, on her
their side, yeah.
on their side, but that didn't happen. Because,
Exactly. No, because she was like, that's why she opened her mouth, because she says, hey, I can trust another person from Marley, not knowing that he knew her and that he was in love with her.
Yeah, he
Which
loves
was a big
Niccolo loves
mistake.
Sasha very much.
Yeah, and you could tell that. You could tell his emotional and how much rage he
And
was.
now I am curious if there's any Niccolo and Sasha fan art out there. I'm gonna check now because now
I bet there is.
There probably is. I'm sure
Yes,
there is.
there is. My heart hurts even more now. I am sad.
It's very sad.
Aw.
It's
Aw, I
yeah.
got feels now, and I must share with everyone.
Oh
Aw.
yeah. Oh, that's a lovely, touching artwork. Yes.
It's just, now it's sad,
Now everybody must feel
It's-
my pain.
Yes.
It's super sad. It's really. I feel for Niccolo. I really do. I feel so.
Aw.
And I don't blame him to get that rage. I don't blame him being pissed like that, because how much this is someone who wasn't a Marley. She was not at all a Marley.
Yeah, she was an
And-
Eldian.
She's Eldian, and she accepted him for who he was. She accepted him as a cook. She loved his cooking. And he felt like he had a purpose in life. He had
Yeah.
something worth living.
Yeah,
Instead of being like a
instead
prisoner
being
of war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of being part of the war and being raised as a Marley and to hate these people from the island. I like this art. Hold on. now I'm just gonna be.
Now you're like
now I'm just-
obsessed with the artwork now.
Now I'm just gonna be spamming the chat with artwork now.
I see that. That's what's gonna be the whole podcast is just gonna be showing a whole bunch of like
Sasha,
fan art of
Sa-
Niccolo and Sasha.
Yeah, no, I'll be putting it in the video too.
Oh, that's gonna be that is so cute. I love that. It's a tragic love story. That's the saddest part. It's something like he loved her regardless of where she came from. He did not care. He honestly didn't care, because she was the first person, like, she eat his seafood and she's like, oh, I love your seafood. Oh my God, I got
Well,
it.
I mean, I don't blame Sasha. Seafood is pretty tasty, so.
It is really tasty, but he's like, his face was so so flattered. He was so flattered by her talking about his food and the way he cooks. And she never got seafood before. She never ate anything like that before. And it was like something unique to her. And he never had that much of a compliment from someone from the outside.
Yeah.
And for him and that was really loving about that. That's why he loved Sasha about that, because she loved him for who he was. She didn't care where he came from, and he fell in love with her, and he didn't care where she came from. He just fell in love with her. And then it
Exactly.
was heartbreaking knowing that this child, Gabby, killed the woman he loved.
Yeah.
And he, out of rage, you know,
Well, that's why he
goes-
reacted the way he did,
Yeah.
because he's
And then
very
Falco,
angry.
being the good boy that he is, has to take all the hits that Gabby dishes out because Gabby can't keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel bad for that boy, because
Me
every
too.
time, like, he's
he's
always
always
taking a hit for
protecting
her.
her. He
Yeah.
always protect Gabby. And then Gabby's like, this is, I think, where also Gabby regret too. Because she's like, now Fargo's getting in this mess. And she feel like
She feels
Fargo
bad.
should not be in this. And she's feeling guilty about this. Because she's like, punish me.
Yeah.
Don't punish him. I'm the one who started the problem. I'm the one who shot the
Sasha.
soldier, Sasha.
Yeah.
I'm the one who did this,
Yeah.
not him. He had nothing to do with it, and he's getting hurt because, and that's what I think she's feeling. That part of regret too is that Parker's getting involved in her mess.
But I think
Uh,
also too, she also got close to the family, and
Yeah.
because she got close, it was more harder for her.
Yeah.
That was another thing. I agree with that. Yes.
And can
that-
we talk about Sasha's father?
Wow.
Can we talk about
Yes.
this man?
Yes.
This man is what the entire fan base should be.
I know. I am
To
very
be
impressed.
able to forgive, even though something like what happened, like just to forgive, to move on,
Yes.
not to be like, having a whole bunch of like anger and like anger towards the person, being able to forgive your enemy, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and I did not, and you know what's very interesting, because he could have been vengeful. He could have like, okay, let me get revenge for my daughter, and take this, but this girl did take his child, but then he realized she's a child.
He's a child, exactly.
She's a child. She made a mistake, and I don't think she meant intentionally. And he see too much that when are we ever gonna stop?
Yeah.
Because he feel like Sasha went too far, and I think because she
Sasha.
went too far,
Gabby.
Sasha, that
Mhm.
because she
Gabby.
went too far. No, well, I said Gabby, no, but what I'm trying to say, whenever he was saying about that
Oh,
Sasha
yeah.
went into the forest,
Oh,
Yeah,
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 yeah. Oh, that's what you
I'm
mean.
saying
that,
that
yes.
part. That's what I mean. I'm thinking about Gabby too. I'm talking about Gabby, but when he was saying that speech about his daughter, that she was a hunter, she did it to survive. It was for a living and everything like that. That's what she believed in. So I think it's like kind of relate. Like this is the reason Gabby was doing,
Yeah.
like, to survive and to fight for the right cause.
But a
Uh,
lot of them didn't have a choice. They kind of were bred to like
yeah.
be soldiers, and
No one in Marley, especially Eldians, no one in Marley had a choice.
No, they didn't have a choice, and then that's why. And I think that because the way that he heard Gabby responded about that she killed people, Sasha killed people.
Yeah.
You know, you make me that I'm bad. She just as bad like what she did.
Yeah,
And he realized-
it's two different sides of the war. You get casualties regardless. And who's winning?
Exactly.
Nobody.
Nobody.
exactly
It's like-
nobody wins.
And this is what
And
this is what the fan base needs to understand.
Exactly.
This is a war with no winning side.
Exactly. And it's interesting because with the father to be able to forgive Gabby, which is interesting, and even like being concerned if she was okay, and Farkle, Gabby got that look in her eyes like, don't you hate me?
Yeah.
I don't understand this. She's
'Cause
like,
that's
don't
what-
get,
That's what she was taught. She was
Yeah.
taught that people on the island are supposed to hate people in Marley, but that's not the case. That's what Annie Reiner and Bertolt learned living there for 5 years.
exactly. So she's like now looking this whole new perspective, like, okay, like he's willing to forgive. He doesn't forget what happened, but he's willing to forgive me. So, but it's like, I think it's the father's way to forgive, to move on, for him
Yes.
to heal.
Yeah.
It's his way of healing, because even though he is hurt, yes, he is hurt. He's hurt that like someone that he just brought into his family is responsible for his daughter's death, which is, it's but he's still willing to accept her as part of a family in a way,
and to forgive her.
and to forgive
yeah.
her.
And that's why she's like so confused. She's gonna be like Reiner. She's gonna be like, why are these people being nice to me? What the hell's going on? I was taught this, this, and this. My brain's gonna, go crazy now.
Exactly, and that's why it's a lesson about this. It's like you don't forget what happened or what you, but
You're
you
never
learn
gonna
to
forget.
forgive, because forgiveness is like a sign. It's a way of healing.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a way for you to move on and a way to heal. And I think it's a very important lesson right there. Like how Sasha's father was so forgiving to her.
This man was the best character of this whole entire episode. Her father.
It was amazing.
Yes.
It was amazing. And even like,
Because I wasn't sure what he was gonna do. Like, I wasn't sure if he was gonna go through and like
yeah.
do
But the
because
up to the knife, yeah. Sorry.
because he had the knife in his hand. But which way is he gonna go? Is he gonna go through and get revenge on the person who killed his daughter, or is he gonna be able to be like to forgive in order to move on?
Yeah, but even if he did kill Gabby, that's not gonna bring Sasha back. Like the damage
No,
is already done.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Yeah, what's the point of that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a war, anyways. You're not going to bring back all the people that you love, whoever is after the war. You might have got revenge, but the person, like you said, the person's not going to come back.
Exactly. Yeah, and that wine bottle.
Oh,
yeah.
That
boy.
wine bottle.
That's really bad because it's bad news. Because
It's not good for Falco, though.
Yeah.
I see it already.
I don't know if you noticed. You saw like some of the wine go into his mouth.
yes, and that's and it's interesting how it goes slowly in his mouth, making like that slow dramatic moment, and you're like, Nicholas, like, shit,
Yeah.
like he realized shit what he just did,
Yeah.
because he got out of rage and he just knocked her. He wanted to knock Gabby with the wine
Yeah,
bottle.
but Falco, being the good boy that he is, has to protect Gabby, and he got hit instead.
Yeah.
And now he's going to pay the price for
Yep.
what Gabby, just did.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, that's why, in a way, Niccolo was surprised. He kind of like protect Jean and Connie
Yeah.
from drinking that wine,
Yeah.
and now they understand why he had this attitude and how he talked to them was like so disrespectful. Like, okay, why are you being like this to us? Because all we wanted was the wine, and you're being very rude. Like you're
Yeah.
saying that, oh, we're
Nicola was
below
low
the
key.
class.
Nicola was low key being racist, but racist in a okay way that because he was like calling, oh, why should I give you this precious wine, you Eldian devil, and this and that. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yes, seriously. And then we
But I
understand
think he did it a
why.
little bit to like piss him off a
Yeah,
little bit, but he's
yeah.
trying to protect them.
Protect them. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they didn't realize that till after the fact, where he gave the information about what just happened and why they had to try and get the wine out of Falco.
Yes.
Now I have a bad feeling they didn't make it in time when they rinsed that out of his
Wow.
mouth. I don't know why. I hope I'm wrong, but if it didn't go through, then I don't know. Like something bad's gonna happen,
Well.
and that.
As a manga reader,
Mhm.
I can't say nothing.
No, but I know this is gonna sound. This has already seemed like something's gonna be far worse. What's gonna happen, and it's really bad. And I'm like, and I feel like, I think this is definitely a wake up call for Gabby.
Yes.
It's such gonna be a wake up call, and then like, what's interesting now that like. That Mikasa and Armin took Gabby away now. Like,
Yeah, and she was asking, like, why don't you guys want to kill me?
she's still trying to question that. She's trying
Yeah.
to figure this out. She's gonna realize late. I think slowly she's gonna get it,
Yeah.
because right now she's so confused. She doesn't get, like, and then that's what Armin said, kill this, kill that.
You remind me of someone, and then bam! Aaron just casually walking in like, what's up?
Yeah. Thanks, Armin, for dissing Aaron. You know,
Yeah.
we knew where you were aiming at.
And this man just casually walks in, holds up his hand, and be like, "Y'all better just shut the f up. I'm about to talk."
Yeah, exactly. Or I could
Especially
just.
with a bloody hand. Sorry.
Yeah, well, bloody hands is not a good sign when you see a Titan shifter, because that means that they can very easily transform.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And can we talk about Levi?
I know.
This man needs to rest. Isayama, let him rest, please. Like, we got
Now
one,
he's living with regret right now.
we got one more chapter. Let this man rest. He needs to rest.
Oh yes, poor Levi. I feel so bad for Levi, cause even like now he's really rethinking about all this time he always saved Aaron.
Yeah,
Was that really the right choice?
Everybody trusted Aaron. Now look what he's doing.
Yeah, and that's why Levi is feeling betrayed.
Yeah.
He is feeling that Aaron became a traitor to him,
Yep.
and this whole time that he tried to save Aaron and believed that Aaron was the hope of humanity,
That he was gonna save everyone.
No.
and he was going to save anyone. And then he finding out this is not the case anymore with Aaron. This
No.
is not Aaron's idea of bringing hope to humanity, because he changed. And
Aaron took a 360
Yeah.
in like 4 years.
he
That's
took
what
a-
happens when
he-
they don't.
He took a,
That's what happens when they don't honor him.
he took a 360 and said Uno reverse card. That's what he did.
Yes.
But it's crazy because he, like, from the very beginning to now, it's a totally different Aaron. This
Yeah.
is not the Aaron.
This is
that
not
we-
the Aaron that we know from episode 1 or chapter 1 of the manga. No.
No, definitely different.
I'm trying to figure out when all this crap happened within the 4 years.
Well, remember, he was in
Okay.
Marley for 4 years.
Oh, that's true. So he probably saw a lot, and that did a lot to his head.
Yeah.
What made him, like, I'm wondering, I'm trying to remember again, did he decide this on his own without
Yeah,
telling
this was his own
anybody?
decision. Remember, at the end of
Yes.
season 3, he was like, "Will we finally be free if we defeat our enemies on the other side of the wall?" I mean, across the sea. Sorry, across the sea.
That- Yes, you're right. He did
And
say
this whole thing is, I think, the whole reason that Aaron's doing all this crap is for freedom.
Yeah, this
'Cause
man
this
is
whole
drunk on
thing-
freedom.
Yeah.
it's his freedom, yeah, and that's what it is. And it's just interesting that while Aaron is inside with Mikasa, Armin, and Gabby,
Oh
You
boy!
have-
Next
yeah.
week's episode.
Christina,
Next-
love
ne-
of
ne-
interest,
Next.
Flock.
Oh, no, we're not talking about Flock, okay? Get him out! No, no. We are not talking about Flock.
Why you don't like Flock?
Because-
Flock is doing amazing things.
Because I read the manga and I know what's gonna happen. That's why I don't like him.
And he got this wicked crooked smile on his face, like he knew about the whole wine thing. And it's
Yeah.
I know he's gonna do. He's gonna start taking the wine and like drugging all the some of
Wait, is
the
he gonna
scout
push on
members.
Haji?
No.
Oh my god, that would be so messed up. He do that to Haji and the rest
Well,
of them?
he's gonna do it to somebody, and it's not gonna be an Eldian because they'll have a mind of their own. They'll be able to think for themselves.
The entire military base had the Titan wine, so
Oh, that's
they
great!
drank the wine.
We'll have a party of all Titans coming around. Oh my god.
Next week's episode is gonna break the internet. That's all I'm gonna say. Next week's episode is going to break the internet. Will be broken next week.
Oh my god.
So like in the past, I'm trying to think because in the past like episodes and the other seasons and stuff, when the Titans came out of nowhere.
Because of the
That's
wine.
Yeah, see, I'm smart. That's
I
what
mean-
happened.
And they bloom out of nowhere like flowers popping out of the on
Like
the garden.
daisies.
Like that's crazy. That's crazy. And then Zeke was very smart.
That's why
Oh, he
Zeke.
did
That's
that.
why Zeke is just sitting there being all casual while Levi's talking shit to him, and he's not doing anything about it.
Yeah, but it's funny because he's way. That's what I'm saying. He's way too calm. Zeke is way too
That's
calm.
Because
This
Zeke
is right.
knows the plan. He
knows
knows
the
what's
plan.
gonna happen.
Exactly.
He knows from the beginning. He
Yeah.
know all along what he's planning to do, and now this is gonna look bad for Levi
Because-
and everybody about this situation.
But
that he's-
because-
Next week is just gonna be amazing, and I am here for it. Just to see the looks on anime only faces. I am ready for next week.
God, I
And
can't.
I for the people who only just watch the anime, once season 4 goes on break, because I am not 100% sure, but I think it's supposed to end in 3 more episodes, and then, whenever part 2 comes out, it comes out. But if season 4 part 1 goes on a break, I implore you, read the manga. Because you are not going to avoid spoilers once the series finishes next month with the manga.
They're gonna be completely confused.
No, not only that, there's going to be spoilers everywhere on social media.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and is it gonna? It's gonna be like a cliffhanger or something like that. That's
Well,
what they're trying to.
I'm trying
Well-
to figure out where the season 4 part 1 is going to end, and I have a feeling that it's going to end at a certain spot, but I can't say it in the podcast because spoilers. That's why.
Oh, it's gonna be something with what Aaron does. It's gonna be something big. It's gonna be like something like I have a feeling. It's gonna be like we find out what he's really planning, and then they end it like that, and then that's where the second part's gonna start. It's gonna start a continuation of like a war or something, and it's gonna be like, oh,
Well,
mess up.
I cannot say anything because those are spoilers, but definitely anime onlys. When the show goes on break or hiatus for a little while, keep up with the manga and definitely start reading the manga, because by the time part 2 comes out, spoilers are going to be all over the place.
and
Yeah.
please,
And I'm sad about
the
what
creator.
I'm sad about what I found out, but I'm not saying anything.
Don't say nothing. Keep that
I'm
to
not.
yourself.
I'm gonna be quiet. But
Don't say
anyway.
it, don't say. But I'm saying, I just hope that when the Korean does get the chance to make part 2 of season 4, please let it be soon. Don't let it be like another 3 years or 4
I
years.
give it a year and a half.
Oh, come on!
Well, remember, Doreen, we also have a thing called a pandemic, so
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying
so-
year and a half.
You gotta give it some time, Doreen. This is stuff. This is a new reality.
Well, I don't know. We don't know how it works in Japan, so
I know.
Don't
I know. It's just that I remember, like, when we, how long it took us to finally get to watch, like, was it season 3 that took the longest?
Yeah,
season
but I'm
2,
sure-
season 2.
Two.
No, that's because they didn't have enough material at that time.
Yeah, because I remember season 2, that was, like, forever.
Yeah, that took. See, I remember season 2 took 4 years, but that's what I'm saying. I'll give it a year and a half because by the time season 4 part 1 finishes, I'm pretty sure in maybe 3 weeks ish, the manga will be done. Because the last
Okay.
chapter comes out April 9th.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I'm waiting for. I can't, but I know that somehow I agree that I know everybody could agree that the way part 1 might end is going to be something huge, and it's going to be something really dramatic, like enormous, that it's going to be like a shocker to everybody how it's
Well,
going
my
to end.
guess is something happens to somebody, but that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so should we just go into our final thoughts?
Yeah, let's go into final thoughts.
Okay.
But I'll be nice, and I'm not gonna mention anybody's name that you don't want to hear. Which
He
Something with
needs to
birds.
die.
no, leave him alive for a little bit.
No, let him die.
Fine. But it was kind of the thing that kind of freaked me out is that how Aaron just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, this man just casually walking in like sup.
He's like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, what? I'm like, where did you just come out of nowhere? I'm like, where do you sneak out of? You know?
This kid is looking for food to eat. That's why he walked into the restaurant. It's a restaurant.
Oh yeah, he was hungry. Aaron needed some food. He was in prison for a little while. He needed some food, so that's why he came around.
Why do Aaron look like Jack Nicholson?
Cause this man,
Oh yeah.
this man is on drugs called freedom. Okay.
That's some good drugs.
Yes.
He was really. You could see he's intense. Like he's tired. I don't know. He looked like he's tired, but he looks intense.
Yeah,
Like
stop picking on Aaron. Aaron didn't do nothing. He was hungry. He
like
needed some food.
he
He didn't
aged.
do anything. I'm about to school you on manga spoilers, and no, I won't do that.
I know half the
He
crap
really
he
is.
did already, but I still support him. And on my birthday, I'm gonna wear my shirt that I have that says, birthday buddy,
Oh my
just to
god!
support his cause.
But gotta say, serving his time in jail really aged him because he's like really doesn't look like that adorable look he did in the first season. He
This
looks
man is
like
tired. He's tired of humanity. That's what it is.
and it's like he set up a trap on them because for him to have the bloody, he's like showing his hand up to them.
Yeah.
He's like, don't try anything.
That's literally like pointing a gun in the Attack on Titan universe.
Yeah. He's like, don't you dare, like, stick up, or else I transform.
Yeah.
I would destroy this building
Yeah.
in an instant if you mess me. I did over there at Marley. I can do it here.
Yeah.
I will do it here. That's what he's saying. And the worst place he's doing that is in front of his so-called childhood friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
No,
messed up.
he gives absolute zero shits now.
And then Gabby like freaking
Yeah,
Like,
because because she knows that's the one that started the whole attacks on her, on her home and stuff.
Yep.
But you see her reaction, how it is now, because
She's scared.
she's terrified. Because in the beginning, you saw she was rage and she wanted Aaron so badly, and now Aaron's right
Now you
there.
got him.
Yeah.
You
And
got
she's
her, and then
terrified.
she's like, oh shit, what I do now?
It's,
And she's like,
it's literally her oh shit moment.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what it is. Because you see her face. It's not. Yes, she's anger on the inside, but that face saying
She's scared.
she's terrified. She's
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
This is like waking up that she is a child.
Yeah.
She's not, she may be trained as a warrior, but she's still a kid. She's still a
Still a
girl.
kid.
She's still a child. And for her to be like, this is the person that destroyed my homeland and killed my friends, and he's right in front of me. And I'm like, what am I do? Because he's setting this trap,
Yeah.
and I can do nothing. I don't have the Titan powers. He does, and I can't do anything about it. And this is like her first moment. She's helpless.
Yeah.
She's
Christina,
so-
you have any more final thoughts besides, the idiot that you like so
Oh.
much?
Aww. That I like. Well, Gabby needs to stop, opening her mouth so much because this is what happens to her.
Yep.
And that was the other thing. And then I feel bad for poor Falco because Falco didn't deserve what happening to him, because I know that stuff probably is transforming him probably next episode. Who knows? But we'll find out.
We'll
Hopefully
find
they got
out,
the
yes.
wine out, but I don't know.
My initial final thoughts is y'all just better buckle up for next week. That's my final thoughts.
That's all
Buckle
you
up
got.
for next week.
Oh wow!
That's what happens when you know too much.
Yeah, I
You don't even have final
exactly.
thoughts anymore.
Exactly. I don't have final thoughts because everything that's gonna come out of my mouth is gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways,
the end.
we hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We'll see you next week.